Hello and welcome everyone. You are listening to the Crack Podcast. How are you getting on? Hope you're well. It's been a few weeks, but I'm back from Mexico. That's me home. That's me settled. That's the sadness set in. The reality of the sadness. Jesus. No, I'm home. All's well. Let's adjust this volume thing here. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's better. Hello. Right, yeah, I'm home. You might not have known I was gone. Maybe did listen to the previous. How are you doing? This had Happy New Year last time. I haven't listened to the previous one because I don't listen back to episodes, so I don't know what I told you. Hello, right. The Crack Podcast. Home. Yeah, all good. Hope you're well. What are we talking about? I don't know. Nothing's been going on. I can talk about my holiday. Don't know what's in the news. I've been in my little bubble. I've been in a little bubble since I got home. Not doing much. My goal this year was to see a film once a week at the cinema. We're 4 weeks into the year. How many have I seen? One. And wasn't even one of the ones I wanted to see. Ouch. Fucking no. So I wanted to go and see Nosferatu, which I've not seen yet. I wanted to go and see the new Wolfman film, which I've not seen yet. And there's a Bob Dylan film out, which I've not seen yet, but I went to Eating Court last night with Charlotte, and we saw the mystery film. And because it's a mystery film, you don't know what you're going to see until it starts. And all we knew about this one was it was rated 18. So, didn't know what it could be. I was like, so what do you think? Maybe one of the... I don't know, maybe a Dirty Harry film. They're 18s, all of them. Trainspotting, that's 18. Maybe a Quentin Tarantino. No, it was a British film from... Fucking sorry for that, guys. It was a British film from 2000 called Sexy Beast. Good film. It's about Ray Winstone. He's an East End gangster who's retired. And I won't do that for long. He lives in Spain. Lives in a villa in Spain. And he gets invited to do one last job. Pretty standard. But the gentleman who comes to invite him is the villain of the film. The film, the plot, the tension, all lies in this man's visit. And not a lot happens in the film, but the fact that, good film. Good film. Sexy Beast 2000. Starring Ray Winstone and... Isn't that a disaster? A fucking disgrace. I've forgotten the boy's name that played. Oh man. He's in The Sopranos. That's terrible. I forgot his name. That is disgraceful. Ben Kingsley. Don't know what you know him from. Like I said, he's in The Sopranos. This is the voice in one of the Jungle Book. You remember there's live action. It's not CGI, but did that Jungle Book film a few years ago. He was in Gandhi. We've seen that. Maybe not. Anyway, great film. Lovely cinema experience. It's funny because when I told Charlotte the film was rated 18, she's like, what makes a film 18? She doesn't like violence and stuff. And I was like, well, if it was released in Britain until I think the millennium or something like that, and it had nunchucks, it was automatically made 18. For some reason, they were deemed incredibly violent. You could have nunchucks in the film, so it could be one of those. If it shows heroin being used, I think that's automatically 18. If the word cunt is used, it gets an 18 rating. Or it used to. I don't know about anymore, but some films, like when I was little, I remember looking at the video boxes for videos from the throwback, but looking at the video boxes in shops, and 18 at the bottom, it was a darker red when you saw that number. That had a bit more gravitas. That was, what's 18? It was quite not scary, but there was, alright, fucking hell. I think I'll stay away from that. But yeah, 18, it meant a bit more. And then some of those films got re-released. Well, some of them, fucking everything got re-released on DVD, and now goes to streaming. I don't know about streaming, that's a bit different, because you go to Disney, but this is for 16 and above. And well, when I was little, there was You, PG, 12, 15, and 18. And then 12A became a thing. I think Harry Potter did that. 12A was if somebody was over 6 years old and accompanied by an adult, it was up to the discretion of the adult to bring them in. But I'm not sure exactly because fuck it, films are you know what I mean? It's like I remember going to the library when I was maybe 10 years old. And I knew the librarian because I liked to read as a kid. And, I was always fucking taking out books, and it was right across the road from my house. But I went across and I said, do you have the Hannibal Lecter books? Because at 10 years old, I'd seen Silence of the Lambs, and I found it was based on the book. She said, yes, certainly. Oh, can I have it? No. Who are you to deny me a book? Okay, cool. So I left. Dejected. But, yeah, surely I could have read it. I don't know. There's no age restrictions on books, but she's actually dead now, that librarian. A few episodes ago I told you my granddad died. I got left a bunch of his cowboy books. The librarian, she knew my granddad, and she would order in books for him because I think he got a bit funny with... he got a bit weird with library books. He didn't like the germs if somebody else had already had them, so she used to order a book in and let him get it first. And one of the books that I got from my granddad, one of the Western ones, there was a note in it from her to him, just saying what a lovely book it was. So he obviously recommended that one. So I've still got that. I'm going to use it. I've kept it in the book. Yeah, so they're both gone now, and there's a little bit of communication between them. Weird. Right, let's keep the mood back up. What were we talking about? Books not having age ratings, films. Yeah, show kids anything you want. It's all violent. Fucking, they'll deal with it. They'll manifest it in their own way. If they're going to be violent little bastards, seeing Reservoir Dog isn't going to change that. Yeah, she didn't let me read Silence of the Lambs. Which, if you get a chance to read, it's a fantastic book, but an even better one is the first one, Red Dragon. Yeah. I talk about film ratings. Right, yeah, so... But the film rating, like I said, when I was on those UC as well, that was for, toddler films. That was if you found Sesame Street on video, that was UC, because it's you can't... No, sorry, I wasn't calling you that, just UC. Yeah, 12A became a thing. I'm sure it was maybe Harry Potter brought that out. I'll bring my chaps to Harry Potter. Alright, well. There is some arguably scary stuff in there for kids, because kids are sensitive little bitches. Let them be scared. And I do believe the rating of 12 came to be in the 80s. Because you could bring kids to see anything up to a certain point, and then suddenly Gremlins came out, and Indiana Jones 2... or Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And there's a bit where the boy gets his heart ripped out of his chest by the boy with his fingers. Somebody moving the bins outside. It's back to reality, isn't it? You gotta start taking the bins out. Anyway, that's Chica in the background. If you hear her barking, furious that somebody would move their own bin. So 18 rated film, scary. But Charlotte was saying what makes it 18, and if the word cunt is used, that used to automatically ping it up. And then these things, they get re-released and stuff, and suddenly they're 15, rated 15. Well, that's weird. But then I remember being into the X-Files as a younger chap. I mean, I'm still into it, but when I was 15, Jesus. Season 2 of the DVDs was rated 18. Oh, that's a bit weird. Why's that? And it's because there's an episode where a boy gets possessed. Basically, it's a remake, a rip-off, a homage. The X-Files had an episode where they do The Exorcist, but instead of it being Christian-based, it's Jewish-based, and they have to get the old rabbis in to do the exorcism. But because it concerned possession, it was made 18. So there's various weird things. And like I say, nunchucks, they were deemed so violent that a film get made 18, or just not released in the UK. Which I'm pretty sure is why Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Well, that came out in the UK. Like, when I was little, they were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in the UK because Ninja was, this is a bit much, I think. We can't really have kids knowing about ninjas and nunchucks. It's the BBFC, the British Board of Film Censorship, which became the British Board of Film Classification, deemed that to be not suitable for the wee ones. If you ever want to talk about films, guys, I'm well into it. Even film history, I love all that shit. The British Board of Film Classification used to be the British Board of Film Censorship because they quite literally censored things. Anywho, right, so the holiday. I don't know what you want to hear about it. Do you want to? I'm going to talk about it. So we left Inverness down to London on the very early flight. Did not enjoy that. I might have said it before, and I'll say it again. They don't fuck around with security in Inverness Airport. Vices are going to bring a plane down. They do not want it to be from Inverness because those guys are strict. Which, I mean, I suppose is a comfort, but at the same time, it's like, mate, I'm not going to... Who's hijacking the fucking Inverness to London 6:30 flight? So we got through, all fine. Paying an obscene amount for coffee. Alright, that's all part of the party. Down we go, all fine. Bing, you're in London. Alright, now what? Well, you get your suitcases and... it's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock. Alright, cool. We were staying fucking London. Staying the night in one of the airport hotels. And then gonna get the flight the next morning. So, collected our suitcases and found the hotel, like one of the airport hotels. That was all fine. Got to the front desk. Sorry, we're actually due to check in today at a later time. Wondering if there's any possibility we can do early. Yeah, you can do it for 40 quid. Yeah, okay. Are we allowed to just, like, leave our suitcases here? This is an airport, you can't leave your suitcases. Yeah, okay. 40 quid, yeah. Okay, cool. 40 quid later, we're in our room. Got upgraded to a room with a window. So, very nice of them. However, being an airport hotel, it wasn't a view of the runway. You know, it wasn't like, oh, we just watched the planes take off and land. No, the way the room was set up, the window was directly opposite, like a departure lounge, a room full of people, full of folk with TVs and like a big buffet table, just loads of folk milling around. So we, got into the room, the thing was closed. It's like a fancy futuristic room with a touchpad on the wall. Yeah, so I want to use the toilet. Alright, where's the light switch? Where's the fucking light switch? Oh, it's on the touchpad. One of those things. So we went over to the touchpad and then windows closed. The fucking thing raises. Alright, yeah, there's a room full of folk. Right across, so right back down again. And that was that, Upgraded it to a room with a window that will be promptly closed. And if you paid 40 quid to check in early, was it a free upgrade or did we pay 40 quid? Anyway, I'm not going to knock it because we dropped off our bags and got the Gatwick Express into London, which, if you can't work out, it's a train from Gatwick Airport into London. And there we were. But then we had no interest in actually being in London, if that makes sense. We were meeting one of Charlotte's friends, and we would have met her if it had been Manchester and she lived in Manchester, or Birmingham, she lived in Birmingham. It just so happens that she lives near London and she was in London that day. So we were going to meet her, but we had no, like, yeah, we're in London, let's go fucking see Big Ben and, I don't know, Black Cab. I don't, you know what I mean? So, fuck, okay, so what time are we meeting her? I forgot what time, say 6. Alright, that's 7.5 hours. Cool, let's go find something to do. So we just wandered around London. Because we've been before, and we didn't really want to spend a lot of money. You know, we weren't going to go to do like a, I don't know, tour of Westminster or something like that. Fucking know if you're allowed in there. You know, we weren't going to go and do touristy things, and we've seen everything before. You know, we've seen the Buckingham Palace and the buses, all that sort of London stuff. Charlotte wanted to see as many animals as fucking possible, so coming from the countryside, we went down to the most populated city in the UK and looked for animals. For fuck's sake, which, oddly enough, there were a lot of. Saw the police horses. Quite a lot of folk wandered about with dogs. Then we went to one of the parks. I don't know what it was called. And massive fucking obese squirrels running about, big grey squirrels. And a shitload of birds. And then there's fucking pelicans at the park near Buckingham Palace. So that was all fine. And then finally, I met a friend, and we had dinner, and it was very cool. Bear with me here, guys. It was a food court, but it wasn't like a supermarket or a mall food court. It was this trendy place, and we had an absolutely lovely time. Genuinely, like the highlight of the day was just sitting down with a friend in London. Like, just, you're in this arguably the best city in the world. Whoa! Okay, fucking look it up, guys. You got access to all these things, all these theatres, all these experiences, everything, and then just sitting down with a friend and eating fast food was the best part of the day. So it was very good for her to take time out of her day to come and meet us, because she doesn't live in London. You know, like when people, oh, you live in London? Yeah, it's not like they have like a flat in Big Ben. London's a very large, I don't know what the word is, encompassing. You know, there's an orbit. It spreads out quite a bit. Then we got the train back to the hotel. Whoosh, fell asleep, as you do. Then, next day, Mexico. Very nice. The flight. So you got your 3 seats on the left, 1, 2, 3, you know, by the window, and then you got a bit of aisle, and then you got 1, 2, 3 in the middle, and then aisle, and then 1, 2, 3. So you get to choose. You get to choose. You have to fucking pick your seats, and we picked the middle block. Because we didn't want to sit next to somebody, and we sort of figured, someone's going to sit by the window and stuff. So, yeah, we got 3 in them. We got the 2 in the middle, and sounds so fucking spoiled. So the last time we went to Mexico 2 years ago, we did it with the same tour operator and stuff, but somehow we got put onto their like, oh shit, these cunts want a holiday, throw them on this flight to here, to, you know, it was a bit different. And we didn't fly on the tour operator's plane. We got like, I don't know, say Air Canada to Canada, and then an American flight down to Mexico and stuff. But this time we flew with the tour operator's plane, and it was a bit more budget, if that makes sense. Although they gave more alcohol, and yeah, that was nice, because I'm not much of a drinker, but I was on fucking holiday, so I was fucking boozing up, guys. Had a couple of whiskies on the flight over, whiskey on ice, yeah. But yeah, so we're crammed into the seats. Poor choice in films, if I'm honest. How was your holiday? Fucking poor choice in films, not playing, I'll tell you. No, so, I watched A Rebel Without a Cause, which I'd never seen before, the James Dean film from the 50s. Didn't dig it. Maybe I would have if I wasn't sitting, you know, squeezed into a seat with these tiny wee, I've got them here actually, tiny little fucking headphones that, poor Charlotte, she's got normal size ears, but they kept falling out. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but yeah. Drop the headphones. Then we, you know, got to Mexico. Step off the plane. Guy in front of us. Hot in it. Yeah, man. Fuck. You know, it wraps itself around you like a duvet. Got the bus to, well, fuck, I say got the bus. I'd wait about an hour waiting for the fucking suitcases to come out. I was fucking convinced they'd been forgotten in London. Got the bus. Phew. Hour later, we're at the resort. Get checked in. Get to the room. Uh-oh. 2 beds. Oh. And Charlotte said, oh, it's fine, we'll both fit on the one bed. Whoa, 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 whoa. These are single beds. Alright, this is a fucking hot country. I am not. You know, the best times I get overheated in our fucking bed in Inverness here. So, you know, these things happen. It's fine. I used to work in a resort. You know, I'll go and ask. So I went to the front desk. Hey man, we've been given a room with 2 beds. I won't go into details, but we want 1 bed. Yeah, okay, cool. But they started stressing out, flustering, and I was oh, you know, speaking in Spanish, probably calling me all kinds of manner names, but disguising it as concern. There won't be a bed available until tomorrow. What we can do is send a team to come and push the beds together. Hey, whoa, man. It's alright. We'll manage 1 fucking night. And then, you know, don't worry about it. So that was fine. It is a good thing we moved rooms though, because the sink, the plugs were, the fucking plugs, I know it's a weird thing to bring up, but the plugs in the rooms, they were spring activated. You push them down, it sticks, and then to get it back up again, you press it again, and it releases. Lets the water down. Well, Charlotte was using the sink, and filled it with water, as you would, and then went to open it, and no joy. So, busted plug. Next morning, got moved rooms, all was fine, moved the bags around, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it took up a chunk of the day, but when you look back on your holiday, these tiny wee annoyances, bumps in the road, that's not part of it. You know, we were there, the fucking sun was shining, skies were blue, we were down to the beach. It was, paradise, what we've been waiting for. Oh, good. And that was us for the holiday. We did fuck all. We didn't even do the days out. You know, because you have to go to a meeting. You go to a meeting, sit down with the heads of the families to tell you who needs to be hit. No, you go to a meeting with the tour operator, and they're like, oh, here's a list of the days out available. Here's prices. So these ones come with this and this and this and this, and these ones do. Yeah, you know, last time we were here, we sort of did what we want to do out and about. We're here just for the laziness of it all. And there was something we did consider doing. We go out and you see wee turtles if you're lucky, but we don't do the things in tanks, because mon the fucking animals. We didn't do it in the end, because there's plenty of animals on the resort, and we weren't there to do fuck all. Alright? We were there to do fuck all. So, each to their own. You know, some folk want to go on holiday and want to hike mountains. Some folk want to go and shoot heroin. We went to Mexico and we lay on the beach almost every day. And I ate whatever I wanted and I drank whatever I wanted. And I got some cigars off a guy on the beach. So every night I sat and had a cigar on the balcony and just listened to the, you know, genuinely sounds of the jungle. Like the sounds of Inverness, vans, trucks. Yeah. You get the wee chirping beasties and, you know, people being shot. No, it's bliss. And the balcony we had was quite near the medical centre, so a few times I sat in the dark and watched the ambulance pick up whoever had hurt themselves that day. Very peaceful. Very nice. I'm gutted to be home, but we're both home in all of our health. In our health, I don't know if that's a thing, but there is more to it, but I'll see if Charlotte wants to come onto the podcast and talk about it, because she's part of the stories too. I don't know if she will. She's shy. But basically, we went to a timeshare presentation to get a free spa thing. And it went on a bit long, and they weren't very happy at us saying no at the end of it. But they must get that every day. If, you know, hey, you don't have to say yes, come along to this presentation, you get a free spa experience. Okay. Went along. So, how much can you pay? No. Yeah. I'll get Charlotte to talk about it. But yeah, we got our spa experience. I got a massage this time as well. Not on the beach, in the spa where we got the timeshare package thing. No, we didn't pay for the timeshare thing, but because we went to this meeting. Anyway, lovely massage. It's not wrong on my back. Towards the end, she did this thing where she put like her hands together. So picture with me here, guys. So if you put your hands together, like you're ready to pray, and then you'll see your pinkies are touching at the bottom. Now she put her pinkies on my back, in line with my spine. Okay, and then she opened her hand a little bit at the bottom, so the index fingers and middle fingers were still touching, but the pinkies are separated, as were the ring fingers. And then when they were separated, she pushed down all sides of my spine, and then went, and there's like a lump in my back. It felt good, but at the same time, just hearing it and feeling it, I was like, oh my god. So that was scary. I don't know if that's actually painted the picture correctly, but crunch. And I was like, was that my back? That wasn't. Oh god. So yeah, I have to work on my posture, I think. But all good. I see Charlotte wants to come on and talk about the timeshare thing and the breakfast that was part of the day. Although we got to talk to anyway. I'll leave that dangling. Come back at a later date for that story. And then yeah, came home. Got some cigars in Mexico, Cuban cigars, from the duty free. I got cigarillos. They're like tiny wee sort of cigarette, just a bit bigger than the cigarette cigars, but you still don't inhale them for the taste. And go back to the fucking uncomfortable flight home. Yeah, crammed into that airplane. I'm a big guy, which is why I'm now in a very strict fasting window, and I'm back at the gym. I'm running. What am I running from? Hopefully the fat version of me. But I was on holiday. We're going on holiday fucking once every 2 years. I wasn't going to go over there and eat a salad every day. Too fucking right. I had the chicken. I had the fajitas. I had in the food hall. Oh. So in the food hall on holiday, they had this big griddle. Can I even say the word griddle? Griddle. Griddle. Big flat frying surface. Frat. Jesus, let's get your words out. And every lunch or dinner, there'd be a chef frying chicken on it. Like not bone-in chicken, just, I don't know, sliced up chicken breast or whatever. And that was all fine. And then, I think it was the last day we were having lunch there, so the second last day. And, moseying along, with my plate, and I get to the griddle, and there's all the chicken frying, and there's a big American guy waiting for a, is that a steak frying on there? So I'm watching, like, did he bring that himself? Where'd you get a steak from? And another American guy comes up behind him. Yeah, can I have a steak too, buddy? See, throws a steak on. And then he looks at me. See, senor, can I have a steak, please? See, just one? Just one? Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I knew I could have had fucking 2 steaks every day and I come home fucking beefed up and I've had a steak, 2 steaks for lunch and dinner every fucking day. Anyway, yeah, but the resort itself, maybe it's good that you can only go, maybe most folk do, but we've only gone once in 2 years because it's just gluttony. It's just the amount of food in this place, just wild. And the drinks, night time there's a big bar. And we go down and play cards. You can mingle if you want. We didn't want to. I didn't want to. So we go down and play cards, and Charlotte doesn't drink. Like when I'm home, I don't drink, but she doesn't drink at all. But I was on holiday, so I was going. I can have a couple of whiskeys, and they don't do measurements there. I'm not sure if it means they water down their alcohol, but can I have a whiskey and ice, please? Scotch. Yeah, sure. Come all the way from Scotland to Mexico to have Scotch whiskey. So they took very cheap blend off the shelf. put some ice in the glass, and he just took the lid off the bottle and bloop, 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 bloop. That's about half a pint of whiskey. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And he stopped, and he looked at the bottle, and there's a tiny wee drag at the bottom. And he, oh, it's nearly done. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh my fuck. That's probably more whiskey I've drank in the previous year. Anyway, thank you. That was all good. And the next night I got a Kentucky bourbon. That was very nice. And I didn't know they did cocktails. I got a White Russian on the last night we were there, and it was fucking delicious. Which I know isn't limited to, you get that in Scotland, Lewis. Yeah, I know, but there was just something nice about it. You can't capture the holiday. You sit there, the air's warm, it's night time, you're relaxed. You spent a day at the beach. It's obviously the sun's charger skin. You've got this glow about you. There's no worries, Kuna Matata. And you just, and you got that relaxation and bliss, and you just sit and sip your drink, and you're not getting pushed. You get a wee sort of buzz. I want to go back. Just to drink alcohol. It's not good. No, not to drink alcohol. Just for that feeling of we're away from all the shit. Turn your phone off. You don't have to hear what's going on in Inverness. You don't have to hear what's in the news in Scotland. You don't have to worry. That's what you pay for. It's just that disconnect. Well, obviously you pay for your food and your bed, but that disconnect, that we're away from all the shite. It's just me and Charlotte and fuckload of Canadians and Americans. But no, just that peace and quiet and bliss. Bliss. Yeah. But, right, I'll leave it there. So that's a half an hour. But I'll try and get Charlotte on for the next one to talk about the timeshare thing. And the spa experience. But, right, I've lost the flow here. Now, there is a new website. I didn't link it last time because I'm a twat. Maybe I'll link it this time. I think I will. If you want to get in touch, fire a message through the website. But thank you for listening. I know it's been a wee while. Thank you for coming back. I genuinely hope you're well. Hope your months, the first month of the year has gone to plan. If you're doing the dry January, power to you. And I hope that's going your way. If it's been a struggle for you, maybe that's shining a light on something you have to address. Like I said, I was smoking a cigar every night in Mexico, and over here I don't smoke very much. I do smoke a cigar once in a while, but not very much at all. So going from a cigar every night to then not, fucking headache the first day and stuff. I've got some good looking cigars on the shelf there, but I don't have a humiditor thing, so they're all dry as shit. But I got the wee things at the airport, so they're going to be my little treat every now and again. But yeah, first month of the year out of the way. So if you're sticking to your New Year resolutions, well done. And if you've got through dry January, congratulations. What is today? The 30th. So if we got one more day, and then my birthday. I'll be 31 on the 1st of February. Jesus. Oh, yeah. All right, thank you for listening. Sincerely hope you're in good health. Hope everything's well. Thank you, Blackmill, for the theme tune. Thank you, Cora, for your artwork, for giving us the logo. And as I said before, guys, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for listening. If you want to get in touch, you go to the website. I fucking will put the link underneath. And I'll look into buying the fucking domain, whatever it's called. So I'll just get a .com or .co.uk. It's a lot more straightforward than whatever I've got. I put some things on the YouTube page from the holiday. A few things with Chica as well. I've got a TikTok page for the podcast as well, but I don't use that at all. I've deleted the app because I fucking hate being on TikTok. But that's more of a desperate attempt to draw folk in. But yeah, if you want to see any of the wee animal videos from my holiday, they're on the TikTok and the YouTube. I'm not going to link that under the video. You go searching for that. But I think the YouTube is linked from the website. which I will link. So until next time, guys. Until next time. What the hell do I say? Until next time, be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Don't take any shit. But just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.